He sends the angel and to remind his people that I'm preparing to restore you. I'm getting ready to restore the temple to its former state. What once seemed hopeless in your life, God said, is going to be restored beyond your former glory. Tell somebody, God is not just going to give you back what you used to have, but God said, I'm going to give you something that's even better than what you had before. Do I have somebody in here that's ready for God to do some restoration in your life, to restore some things? Because if I gave you back exactly what you had, how many know God said that's not good enough for you? You're no longer the person you used to be back then. And so I'm going to give you something that's now is better than what you had before. Oh, do I have a witness in the house? Know that God is speaking to you this morning. God is preparing somebody here this morning. God, people have gone through so much during their years of captivity, the children of Israel, during the 70 years of captivity, that often many of them had lost hope. Some of them had lost their worship. How many know what it feels like when you lose your worship? There's some of us sitting here even right today, but can't worship God like you used to because of what you done gone through. But how many know we have to learn how to not allow what we go through to dictate our worship? Because God is still worthy to be praised in spite of what I go through. Because I don't understand what I'm going through doesn't mean I'm not going to praise you, God, because if you allow me to go through it, I know it's going to be for my benefit. So I'm going to praise you, God, because I know even though it hurts, it's going to make me better. Do I have somebody here this morning that said, God, it does hurt, but I know I'm going to be better after I get through it. Tell your neighbor, I'm just going through it, and so I made up my mind because I'm going to be better. I'm going to start to praise him right now. Right now, while I'm in my situation. Right now, while the pain is hurting me. Right now, while trouble is on every side, I'm going to give God my worship. Because when I begin to worship God, everything in my life begin to change. The atmosphere will change when you begin to worship God. When you really worship God, how many know your attitude change? Your perspective change. And I come by to tell you that every devil in hell begin to get worried when he begin to see you worshiping God, knowing all the hell that you going through, and you got a nerve to open up your mouth and still give God praise. Tell somebody, I made up my mind. I'm going to give God praise because he's doing something in me. He's getting ready. He's getting me ready for some stuff. How many know that trouble don't last always, but sometimes trouble will get you up off the couch? Somebody ought to hear me this morning. Trouble can push you up against the wall, but how many know your worship can take you off the wall? Tell somebody, I come to worship God. Do I have any worshipers in the house? They have lost their worship. They have lost their fellowship. They have lost their hope. But tell somebody, I'm going to get my hope back. I'm going to get my joy back this year. Say yeah if you're in the house, somebody. They have lost their finances, but God is getting ready to give somebody some increase. Do I have anyone in here this morning lost some stuff in 2016, but God said, I'm going to give you some better stuff. The reason you lost that stuff because it wasn't good enough for you. You're better than your stuff. Somebody ought to hear me this morning. God said, I'm not through with you. I'm just starting. Tell somebody the blessing is still overflowing. God said, I'm dealing with the doubles this year. Everything I'm doing in your life going to be 2 times. It's going to multiply. I'm no longer doing ones. I'm in the 2s. Anybody in here ready for the multiplication? God does that funny math. He does what seems to make no sense. God will use that to make sense. Tell somebody, I like that funny math. Somebody in here ought to say, yeah. He'll take your little nickel and dime. Come on, he'll stretch your dollar. Come on, somebody. That's called that funny math. Tell somebody, when it don't seem like I got enough, he gives me more than enough. He's giving me enough to even give somebody else. That's called that funny math. When all I have in the cabinet is a little oil, how many know God will make it keep on running? Somebody in here ought to hear me today. God is going to do something special for you this year. So he tells the angel, go get the measuring tape because I need to measure up Jerusalem. I need to measure the length and the width because I know what I have planned for her. Look at your neighbor, say, God knows what he has planned for you. And God said, look here. Let me go get them, Poppy, get my measuring tape, somebody. He said, let me go measure this thing. Let me see what the length, because I need to know if this place is going to be able to handle what I'm about to do in this thing. God is at your house right now. He's measuring your apartment. Come on, somebody. He's measuring your efficiency. And if you don't have a house, he's measuring everything around you because he's about to give you something. Tell somebody, God want to make sure that what I'm about to drop on you, you're going to be able to handle it. I want to make sure that there's room for what I'm about to do. Anybody in here know that God is about to release some stuff in your house? Tell somebody, God is measuring me up. The stuff I'm going through, he's just measuring me to see what's in me, to see who I really am. Will I really praise him in spite of what I'm going through? Or will I go by what I see? Will I go by what everybody else is saying? Or will I trust God? Will I believe him for his word? Will I believe him for his promises? Will I believe him when I reach in my pocket and nothing come out? There's no rabbit in my hat. Tell somebody, will you believe? Because I'm dealing with the doubles this year. How many know some of y'all had some double trouble? God said, I'm about to give you a double blessing coming your way. Tell your neighbor, get over because my double coming. Y'all, some of y'all didn't move. See, you don't think the double coming. So tell somebody, I need some room because I need to make room for what God is doing in me. Come on, somebody. He said, I need to make room. See, God told the angel, go get your measuring stick. Go get your... Yeah, y'all, God said, go get your measuring stick. And when the angel measured Jerusalem, how many know when God finished measuring your stuff, yeah, he run it on down. He said, let me see what the length, because I'm about to drop something on her. How many know? And after he measured your length and your width, God told the angel to tell somebody. He said, it's still not enough for what I'm about to do in your life. Tell somebody. He told them, put the measuring stick away because what I got for you, you can't measure it. Is there anybody in here today know that God is about to drop something on you? He's about to tear the walls down.